Hello! Before this episode of the Evan Hears Culture campaign begins, I'd like to take a moment to spotlight a charity I am very passionate about called the Sphinx Organization. The Sphinx Organization is a music education charity based in Detroit, Michigan. They offer free classes, instruments, mentorships, and scholarships to young Black and Latinx artists in the Detroit and Flint areas in order to promote diversity and inclusion in classical music. If you're curious, you can check out some of the amazing music their orchestra, quartet, and vocal ensemble have produced on their Instagram and on various music streaming services. These guys are legit. Money's tight, but if you have the cash to spare, please consider donating to the Sphinx Organization. Links will be in the description and my bio. Black Lives Matter. Now I hope you enjoyed the following episode. Hello, and welcome back to the Evan Hears Culture campaign. Today we're going to be talking about Sharon Van Etten's 2014 album, Are We There? Now, I'll start off by saying, point blank, that this was a very beautiful album. It's not necessarily the kind of music that I would listen to recreationally in my own time if I were just not on this regimen of listening to this list of albums, but it is a very beautiful album, and I do recommend giving it a go. The Wikipedia page for this album lists it as indie rock, but I don't think that's a really fair description because there's almost no rock elements on this album. It's much more soulful, slow-paced, meditative. It doesn't really have that high energy that you associate with rock, but it's also listed as indie folk, which I think is a lot more appropriate of a description, if still lacking in fully defining the album. So content-wise, this album is very much about intimate revelations that Sharon Van Etten is giving you through the lyrics. It's an album about abusive relationships, about being stuck in circles that will never end. That's kind of what the title Are We There seems to mean to me, is that you're on this long journey and you'll never quite reach the end. You'll never quite get, quote unquote, there. So there's a lot of songs like Nothing Will Change is the name of one of the songs. And another song I think that is the highlight of the album for me, the best song, is a song called Your Love Is Killing Me, which is just a very visceral description of a relationship gone awry, an obsession, an inability to escape. The chorus is essentially, break my legs so I can't run to you, cut out my tongue so I can't talk to you. It seems like Sharon Van Etten is in a relationship with an incredibly toxic person, but yet she cannot seem to leave and needs to put all these restrictions on herself so that she can try to escape this torment that she is undergoing, which it just makes for a really beautiful album. It's very confessional in its style. It's almost as if you've walked into a conversation that you're not supposed to be witnessing, like a friend is telling her secrets to another friend of theirs, and you walk in and you're like, oh no, I accidentally stumbled on something I'm not supposed to. And that gives it such an intriguing quality. I gotta say that I really do recommend this album, Sharon Van Etten's Are We There? Check it out. You're probably going to enjoy it. Your mileage may vary, but overall, very thought-provoking album. And so here we are. All right, that was another episode of the Evan Hears Culture campaign. I hope you enjoyed it.